From Stamford, New York. It's Pete Abrams. I guess I'm a little early. Been known to be premature, but I've kind of gotten over that. Um, what's going on? How come I don't see it over here? Oh, I got over that. Point. Little bit of a delay, but that's okay. Um, Better late than never. So I'm here on my monthly new moon at noon. It's a time for new beginnings, planting in darkness that which can be. I've been working on the technique to fuse plastic film waste. Lots of it around. We live in a culture that has lots of this plastic, and I'm developing a way to make something out of this. By itself, this one little thin piece of plastic is not much. Um, it's amazing. Long chain polymers that can stretch and form over anything. This was a piece of plastic that wrapped around a pallet. Here's some agricultural bunker cloth, it's called. Again, it's just a LDPE. Can be produced fairly inexpensively. Fairly inexpensively. Anyway, I'm not going to get too much into hopefully, the minutia, but I will just say that there is, trust me, a lot of this stuff around. And so what I've done is I've developed a way to take this and just wrap it around a form, uh, or just fold it over itself. Here's some plastic that I folded over itself and then just took hot sand and just the weight of the sand and the heat from the sand will compress it and reduce its volume and create a very strong material. This was basically looking like that a little while ago. Slightly thicker version. Um, do I have any questions? Yeah. Top chat. No chat. No chat. That's okay. We're a little delayed over there. Anything here? Is anybody here? Probably not yet. It's only 12:02, Pete. Relax. So that's the idea. I take it to the nth degree, and instead of just building and structures and whatnot, my idea is that I can take it and wrap it around a form, and that this form will then create a space that is viable for an individual to live in. I camped when I was younger. We had these tiny, tiny tents called tube tents that would be basically a open-ended plastic bag that you would take a rope, tie it between two trees, and basically provide a little bit of shelter. Um, I'm trying to get something a little bit better than that. And so what I've got is this, what I call a survival pod. Let me see if I can hand left. Or maybe just dolly, 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 dolly. Oh, hello. ¿Cómo estás? Uh, I don't know. Let me see. I guess this thing doesn't want to. Okay, looks like we're a handheld. So what I have here is an interior of a very, very modest shelter system. Here is this thing. Let's see if I can't just set you up against there. Oh, that's not a good lighting. Pete should have figured this out before. There we go. So again, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. If that has become obvious, but hasn't stopped me yet. But what I have found is that if you take this mountains of plastic film, and it has to be just the thin film. Um, if it goes up into something thicker, this process doesn't work, as far as I know. But I've taken and I've wrapped it around a soda bottle and removed the soda bottle when I'm done. And this was just a very, you know, now I can, oh yeah, fall down, go boom. But it's a very strong shape now. Anyway, it gets a lot of structural integrity from the process of fusing it. Again, I'm not creating, I'm not melting it, I'm not changing the chemical properties. There's no outgassing. It's just a very simple process of making something structural from this very flimsy material. You take many, many layers of it and you encase it in hot sand. I'll go outside because that's probably more interesting. Can I flip you around? Do I know how to flip? Oh, there you go. Okay, let's go outside and see what's happening. A beautiful day. So right now I've gotten back to the propane version of this, right? And I just have to get it to about 350 Fahrenheit. And this is one I did earlier today. It's not quite done, but it's done enough. Ooh, no, it's not quite done. Come back later. Here is just a series of plastic bags that I stacked. And on the other side, I have the black and white bunker cloth. And by simply putting hot sand on top of it, it goes from this to a solid material, right? You can see larger aggregate will not quite adhere, but it uses the heat to fuse it together. Um, Here's what I got here. Um, what else can I tell you? So this is, I do these once a month, approximately 29.5 days to get an update on where I'm at. This is still in the process of figuring out how to put a floor in. Like I said, might have been interrupted. I'm going to put some sort of ring around there, soften it a little bit, but that's going to act like a trampoline type of thing. So there'll be a mesh. So it'll create a horizontal surface here. Um, it's kind of just hacked together, but it does provide a small structure. Again, I'm just drawing this plastic to get an idea of what's going on. These will be doors that close up and create an enclosure. Um, Here's more stuff. And again, here's the back side of that piece. I thought I had something more to say. Nobody share, no top fans. I guess I can stop this now if I can figure out how to stop this now. End stream.